You walk in wearing the only suit that still fits right. $32,000 a year. Entry level. The recruiter's smile is polite, professional, timed. She's read 40 resumes today. Yours is the 23rd. She asks why you want this role. You give the answer you rehearsed in the car. She nods. Writes something you can't see. Glances at the clock behind you without moving her head. You notice. You always notice. She asks about your salary expectations. You say a number lower than you meant to, because asking for more feels like a risk you can't afford. She writes that down too. Faster this time. The interview ends at exactly 30 minutes. Not a minute more. She says someone will follow up. Nobody follows up. 2 weeks later, a form email. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. You read it twice, looking for a reason. There isn't one. There's just a form. Level 2. $55,000. Mid-level. You've learned the rehearsed answers stop mattering as much. What matters now is the 3 years on your resume that prove you didn't quit when it got hard. The recruiter asks fewer questions. About why you want the job. She already assumes you're capable. What she's really asking is whether you'll be a problem. You negotiate this time. Not much, 5,000 maybe. She counters with 3. You take it. You don't know that the number was never really about the work. It was about how much resistance you were willing to survive. Level 3. $85,000. Senior. The recruiter isn't a recruiter anymore. It's a hiring manager and he already knows your work. Someone forwarded it before you applied. The questions change entirely. Nobody asks if you're capable. They ask what you'd change if you ran the department. You realize somewhere in that hour that you're not being evaluated anymore. You're being consulted before you've even signed anything. The offer comes with a number you didn't suggest because they didn't want you shopping it around. The system that made you rehearse an answer in your car at $32,000 now moves first, before you can even ask. Level 4. $150,000. Director. You don't apply anymore. Someone finds you. A message on a Tuesday morning. We've heard great things. Would you be open to a conversation? Open to a conversation. As if the last decade of proving yourself was optional information they'd simply decided to trust in advance. The interview isn't an interview. It's a dinner. Nobody mentions salary until dessert, and when they do, it's already higher than what you would have asked for. You realize the number was never about what you're worth doing the job. It's about what they're afraid of losing if someone else offers it to you first. Level 5. $300,000. Executive. You don't interview. You're recruited by a firm that exists solely to find people like you before you're looking. The conversation isn't about the role. It's about your vision, your leadership. Philosophy, what kind of legacy you want to leave behind in an industry that once didn't call you back for 2 weeks over a form rejection. The board already knows your name before you walk into the room. Someone stands up when you enter, not out of formality, out of recognition. The system that once measured you in 30-minute increments now clears an entire afternoon. Somewhere right now, someone is sitting in their car outside an office building, rehearsing an answer they've said to themselves 11 times. Their resume is the 23rd one read today. They don't know yet that the system isn't judging their potential. It's measuring how much resistance they're willing to survive before someone decides they're worth believing without proof. You are the same person at every level. The world just decides how much of you it's willing to see based on what's already on paper.